Hey guys, it's Luigi here. I'm doing a video today on how to change your 2015 Audi 1.8 turbo oil. Um, I'll be going through the different steps, motions, tools you'll need, and the oil kit that I bought off of ECS. A lot of people say it's a little more pricey, but I prefer quality. I could probably get the stuff locally, but it's so much easier when it comes packaged and shipped, and I don't have to go around scavenging for parts. It's quality shipping. Everything comes bubble wrapped. Really, I prefer ECS, even if I gotta pay the little extra. I seriously don't mind it. But other than that, we're gonna go over what we have to do to change the oil, and I'll just go over step by step. Alright, so I'm gonna open up the ECS box and see what exactly is inside and see how it's packed. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I was talking about, the quality and packaging, and how ECS really does quality over quantity. Let me just go find a knife. I will be right back. Well, I couldn't just find any old knife, so I brought a dagger. Hey, make it a little more interesting, you know? So let's get this box open. Carefully. This is a safety precaution, just so you know. Always cut away from the body. But that's just me being a hypocrite right now. Alright, let's sheath this bad boy before I end up hurting myself. There we go. Alright, now we're opening the box. Look at the quality and packaging. Brown paper and everything. And I did get the Molly kit instead of the normal Castrol, just because I heard liquid Molly was so much better, and I like to experiment, so we're gonna try liquid Molly and see the difference in quality. But here it is. You get all 6 liters. Now you get your you get your 5 liter, 5 quart, 5.28 quart, sorry, and then you get your 1.06 quart, and then of course you get your oil filter. This was all packed by ECS. Let's see if I can get this bad boy open. Get your oil filter. What comes inside is the oil cap gasket. See what the little ring is. And then ECS kind of packages the return labels, your receipt, and then they give you a whole new, get this open to show you, the whole new bottom plastic cap for the oil drain plug. And yes, it is plastic, and I don't know if you can see that. It looks like there's a little notch in there. I'll take this out, that way you get a better view. That little notch there requires a key, which I'll go into a little later on when we go over the tools and what's needed to perform the oil change. But not bad, you know, you get your 1 liter and then your 5 liter jug of liquid Molly. It's going to be 5W40, just because Normally, like I said, I would have went with the Castrol Professional, which Audi recommends. But like I said, I like to experiment. Whoop. Just like with the camera. That was totally an accident, guys. But stay tuned, we're going to go over the tools, and then we're going to go over the procedure and how the oil change is performed. By the way, this is just a disclaimer. You can't hold me accountable if anything happens to your car. Just because I didn't do it. I wasn't there. Onwards. Alright guys, I did go out, get the tools that we need to complete the job. What I wanted to touch base on first was that oil drain plug key. That's what that looks like. You can find it on Amazon. I think I paid like 12 bucks for it. Not too bad. I can find it for you, put the link in the description. And then this is that oil drain cap. And what happens is that key just inserts right in there like that. Nice and tight. There you go. Looks like one piece now. One thing I do suggest, when you do decide to do the oil change from the bottom of the vehicle, be very, very careful with these drain plugs. They are made of plastic. You can strip the threads, and you can damage the little gasket that comes inside of it, which is right there. Again, just be very, very careful. And onwards, we have our T20 Torx. That's to take out the bottom engine cover, and then along with that, you are going to need a this is a T45. Reason being is because there are two Torx screws that are different sizes. Towards the back of the engine cover is the T45, and towards the front of the engine cover it's going to be the T20. I recommend getting a 1/4 extension just because it's going to be used like a screwdriver. And then of course, got my little handy dandy 1/4 inch ratchet. Another thing that I'm going to show you, which is really cool, I got the set off Amazon. I believe it was like $22.99 at the time. It's going to be a 10-piece cup type oil filter wrench set. I'll show you what's inside. So this is basically what you're looking at. You have the individual different sizes, which is pretty awesome. So you can do oil changes on just about anything that has an oil cap on it. One thing, if you do work on Toyotas, I know this is not a new post, but these things do come in handy. They will save you from breaking the conventional oil filter remover caps. I broke a few of them just because I was too lazy to buy the set. So I finally bought the set. Worked out for me. Worked out great. I'll try and find a link for this too and put it down in the description. There she is. Audi A3 1.8. Now you guys, I'm going to show you what I was talking about, the different size Torx screws. See right there in the front, that's the T20 I was talking about. That's where, you know what I'm saying, you'd have the two different torque bits. And then if you look towards the back, you'll see the larger torque screws. And that's when you'll need that other torque bit. Alright guys, I'm going to start off by taking the engine cover off. So let's go ahead. Alright, so let's take this top valve cover off. Oh, there's some clips, so be very, very careful. There we go. Boy, is she a little dusty. Pop that oil cap off. Alright guys, it's the fun part. Whenever I do an oil change, I always like to put a mat or something down to prevent oil from damaging the driveway. Right now I'm using just manila paper, just because it's something I have readily available. So this is that key that I was talking about. What you're gonna do is you're gonna insert it until it locks into place, just like that, and you're gonna turn it. And at this point is where you want to play one of my favorite games. How fast can you get the oil drain plug off before oil starts spilling on your hand? Look at that, guys. Wasn't that hard. That's why I love this key. Boy, was I due for an oil change. And technically, I still had 3,000 more miles to go, but with forced induction vehicles, I always like to change my oil early. Prevent premature mechanical failures. Oh boy. Alright, so we're gonna let that drain for a second, and then we'll get back to it. Alright, so now we got her locked in place. I'll be able to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So that little nudge right there has to kind of lock into place. And this is where we take the engine cover off. Alright, now that we're on top, we need a 32 millimeter socket. It comes in that 10-piece set that I was talking about earlier. It comes with a ratchet as well. And you're going to turn it counterclockwise. It's going to be a little difficult sometimes. Just like that. Then again, you don't want to force it. Once that's off, you can turn it by hand. Just like that. Alright, so now we're going to remove that oil cap. Always have a towel ready, unless you want oil everywhere in the engine bay and all along the engine and mounts. I don't. I always like to keep a clean area. So I'm gonna go ahead and twist it off. we go. Alright guys, from this angle, I'm able to show you exactly what to do. Right now I'm just using a pick. Slide your pick in there. And there you go. Comes off easy as that. Flathead is just as easy, but I would highly suggest using a pick just because it's more appropriate for the job. One thing I like to do is I like to clean the debris inside that gasket area. I'll go through there with maybe a Q-tip and some alcohol. Get that all out of there. I'm not going to put it in the video. I'm pretty sure you guys know how to use a Q-tip and some alcohol. Alright, let's go ahead and reassemble that oil cap. Just putting the O-ring back on there like this. Slowly running them through the threads till you get to that final gasket thread. There you go. Make sure the filter goes the right side up. Just like that. Make sure it's seated properly. And what we're going to do, reverse installation. Alright, so now we got her locked in place. I'll be able to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So that little nudge right there has to kind of lock into place. you're all done with the oil change, what you want to do is go into your settings, just hit menu, go to car, service and control, service intervals, and then reset oil change interval. Alright, so you're good for the next 10,365 days. By 10,000, I meant 10,000 miles. Next inspection, that would have to be done by a tech, or if you have VCDS system, yeah, same difference. You can reset that yourself, the next inspection. Other than that, oil change is done. You can turn this bad boy off. And then we get off the ramps. Don't mind the mess. I drink a lot of water. Alright guys, that was it. That was the oil change. Stay tuned, because I'm not only going to do how-tos or DIYs. I'm also going to do a couple travel trips. Probably do a couple casino videos, maybe out and about. And I don't want to get dedicated to any sort of genre or category. I'm kind of doing everything, so it's just the adventure of Louis G. Whatever happens, happens, and whatever video pops up, that's what you get. Stay tuned.